Beginning on August 24th, top players in the Met area will head to Hudson National Golf Club in Croton-On-Hudson, New York, to compete in the 106th Met Open Championship presented by Callaway. The club is no stranger to MGA Major Championships, most recently hosting the 2019 Met Amateur. This is the second time in club history Hudson National will host the MGA's premier major championship, their first coming in 2004.
The Met Open has a great history at Hudson National already. Rick Hartman won the championship in 2004 with sand saves on his last two holes, and since the Open was there, the 18th hole has been lengthened, so it wouldn't be a surprise to see somebody need to pull off some magic on that last hole to capture the championship again.
The Met Open is a highlight of the 2021 season and consists of 54 holes of stroke play. A cut will be made to the low 54 players and ties after 36 holes. The changes in elevation, scale of the property, and sprawling views of the Hudson River make Hudson National an incredible venue for championship golf.
It is absolutely picturesque, very scenic. It's really easy to get caught up in the views of the Hudson River when you're playing your round of golf and almost kind of forget where you are. It's probably one of the most beautiful golf courses in the country, and you just can't recreate the views.
Players will be tested both physically and mentally as they attempt to successfully navigate through the golf course.
I think the player needs to play conservative. I think they need to find the wide areas of the fairways, even if that means sacrificing distance, and just trying to avoid trouble as much as possible.
Hudson National is really a demanding course from multiple angles. It's a challenging walk to begin with, and then there's a premium on ball striking out on the golf course. Need to be really strong off the tee and playing from the fairways. Fairways are going to be firm and fast, as will the greens, so playing from the fairway will make a huge difference when you're trying to hold these Fazio greens.
Getting off to a good start will prove crucial for the field. Depending on conditions and course setup, 3 of the first 4 holes could play as some of the toughest holes of the entire championship.
Our first hole is probably one of the hardest starting holes that you could find. Some of these players are going to maybe try and take a driver and drive it, over the bunkers on the right down into the fairway. Very hard to hold the fairway. Number 2, we can move the pin around there on that exciting par 3. So they're really going to have to be precise. And again, this green is wide, but not very deep. And then number 4, depending on the wind, it plays a lot more uphill than you think. It's a 3-tiered green. It's pretty generous off the tee. A lot of players will be hitting driver. The wind can play a factor on your putts. So it's going to be an exciting start. 17, I think, is one of the most interesting kind of shorter par 4s. A lot of players who decide to lay back on that hole are going to be faced with a wedge shot that plays very, very much uphill with a green that is extremely fast back to front. Number 18 has been voted the most difficult finishing hole in Westchester. It's a really difficult finishing hole. Tight driving off the tee. Players are going to be forced to hit a driver. A little hazard on the right too that's kind of in the back of your mind as you're coming in. So it's just a hole where you've got to really trust your game and hit the shot that's required and hit it solid, because again, there's really nowhere to miss going into that green.
The 106th Met Open will be Hudson National's second major championship in the last 3 years, and their 4th MGA major in club history.
Great membership, great staff. I think it starts there. Really supportive of events like this. The Met Am and now hosting the Met Open just means the world to our club.
The field is set and the tournament is right around the corner. On August 24th through the 26th, the best players in the Met area will take on Hudson National.